Oh, yes, yes, yes. Shall we the boxing basement, man? Please like, that helps the channel. So, I just thought I'd do a quick video about Tyan Boof. Tyan Boof, right? Now, Tyan Boof's a strange one, right? He loves dissing me. He's always claiming, right? So I watched one of his lives the other day when he goes around town, like, some kind of creepy serial killer, like Ed Kemper, stalking girls, being creepy. And it's fairly amusing. But he's lost his luster, right? Back in the day, you imagine back in the day, right? I'm talking like 5, 6 years ago? He was extremely amusing. He was extremely original, right? And everyone watched it. And he changed the boxing banter game for good. For good. And like you go on forums and people will use his phrases like bent legs and stuff. But then he disses me now and again. I saw the live when he was cruising and being creepy in Sheffield. And he's like, he would not answer a single message. Why? Because he's scared. Because he knows he can't deal with the Triple B. He knows he can't deal with the intellectuality, the bants. He knows. And I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating him. Like I said, back in the day, I was like, he brought me into the game. And I thought, this guy is so original and amusing. It was gold. But that period lasted about 6 months, and now he's become dry, lame. He got cocky. He made some money, but he should have made way more money, man. Way more money. But he got cocky. He's disorganized. He lies. And the weird thing about Tyan is this. And he accuses the Triple B of using his phrases. But yeah, I use his phrases now and again. Not because I'm stealing from him, and I don't pretend that they're my phrases, but because they become folklore. They become a normal phrase. Bent legs, ramming a Nathan. That kind of stuff. I see it on like forums. It's become normal and recognized for people to see those phrases. And that's his legacy. Unfortunately, he was a shining star for only 6 months. And now, what is he? He's a white dwarf and he's heading for a black hole. Why? Because he hasn't been funny for 4 years. He'll come out with occasional funny stuff. Like I said the other day, he would refuse to. He was live in Sheffield, and I was like putting again and again and again questions, and not nasty ones, just questions, and he wouldn't answer them. Why? Because he's scared, and of my IQ, my intellectuality, and some other guy said, yeah, man, boxing basement is where it's at. And he goes, yeah, you just copying me. I ain't copying you, Tyan. I ain't copying you. You know that. I know that. I'm better than you. But what I'm doing is recognizing some of your phrases, which are funny. And they live in eternity. Bent legs, ramming a Nathan, the black skeleton. These were classic, but for some reason, all the originality started to disappear. He started to get creepy, right? He got nicked, yeah. He's a police asset now, right? He's owned by BKM, yeah. And, one of the things you notice about Tyan is that he will not talk about the business. He will make a few jokes and talk about fruitiness and this and that and the other is fruity and Kelbrook. Oh, I never saw Kelbrook with a hard on in the showers. But I've spoken to some guys in Sheffield and they said that, okay, this is alleged. I can't prove this. Obviously, I wasn't there. Why would I want to be there? But that Kelbrook gave him a blowjob and they had an affair, the Ingle Gym, which seeks brown men for bate business. And he kept on, he would even say on his lives, oh, base boxing. He used to back me a lot and quote me, and I appreciate that, by the way. I'm not a hater of Tyan. And he used to, don't talk about LGBTQ, PQRST, don't do that, you'll get stopped. No. You're just scared. You're just scared of knowing the truth of your own bate business will come out. This is a guy who admitted he put a barrel in his bate hole. Only one barrel, not 5 barrels like Steve Burns, who put 5 barrels into Ugandan prostitutes' bate holes and took Polaroids when he was on covering a Frank Maloney show in Uganda. Imagine being so sick as to denigrate some poor Ugandan women by putting barrels in their bate holes. Okay, so you got to be suspicious. He's a bit fruity. He's admitted going to orgies with what's a guy called Lee Wood, and Lee Wood I used to like until I found out because he's a warrior. Lee Wood is a warrior. He can punch. I love the way that a guy, a working class guy from Nottingham, right, managed to go from being a no-name fighter to being a world champion. And I watched him fight live several times. But then I found out that he was a sick guy. And that he let his friend smash his, not just randomly, some random bird, smash his long-term lover and bust a nut in her. So he didn't know who was the father of his child. It turned out it was him. But and that's why he lost to Jazz Dickens, because his head was all over the place. Why? Because he didn't know if this kid was his or not. And Tyan Boof went to orgy with him, which is sick, man. Indulging in anything to do with group sex, bate business, anything sick, is not constructive. It's not where you want to be. It's not going to lead to good things. And Tyan Boof, he lies. He lies a lot. He says he's 40. He's not 40. He's over 45. And he looks good for it, by the way. I've got to give him some respect, Tyan. For a 45-year-old guy, he looks in super shape. His skin is no homo, unwrinkled. They say black don't crack, but he ain't black, he half black, right? But, and he could pass for 30, and good on him. But what does he do? He acts like he's a 25-year-old, cruising around, being creepy. He's got no game. Prince Patel went on the channel and he was like, man, I've never seen anyone with so little game as Tyan Boof. He cannot pull. He claims he's been with 100 women, but I doubt it. Well, they must be ugly. Like the kind of skit. You remember that we got that crackhead skit, right? And he tried to get an OnlyFans channel, and this poor woman who's a drug addict, he basically took advantage of her, abused her, basically. And he got no shame with that. Another thing about Tyan Boof, he's got no friends, 0 friends, not a single friend. Not a single friend. He'll occasionally start to make friends with someone like, what's that idiot called? Triple Venables, Triple R, right? And what he did, he rinsed them out eventually. There's BKM, what he did, well, he slated them as well. Wakey Wines, well, he slated them as well. He doesn't have any friends. You notice on his videos, he's got 0 friends. And at one stage, he did some videos going, yeah, cool. I hang out with the Chubby. I hang out with the Chibbleby. And yeah, we can do some videos. And I was like, yeah, I'm up for it. Of course, man, it'd be fun. I'll come to Sheffield. We can hang out. We can laugh. But then I realized this guy's a snake. He's disloyal. He has no loyalty to his own friends. Well, he doesn't have any friends. And that's the truth. His own daughter despises him and won't talk to him, right? His own mother won't talk to him. His dad, well, he's brown bread, but his dad, Tyan grassed him up to the police when he was 30. How can you trust a man with so little loyalty that he grasses up his own dad? His own daughter don't talk to him. You get me? Yeah, and he abuses poor crackhead women. And puts them on his channel. You can't trust the guy. The guy is soiled, right? And like I said, he's a white dwarf heading for a black hole. There is no future for him. He will make a little bit of money here and there. He used to brag. He got cocky, didn't he? You remember he got cocky? Oh, yeah, I've got all this money I put in crypto and all that, blah, blah. Well, that's all gone now. He'll scrape a couple of quid here and there. He can't even hold a job down. He's been sacked by what, Asda, Amazon, Argos, or whatever, all these places. You know, and by the way, I'm not hating on him. I want him to become true. I want his 45-year-old ass to grow up, right? And he is 45 at least. I want his 45-year-old ass to grow up. I want him to come to the light, right? Otherwise, what's going to happen? When he's going to die a miserable drug addict with no friends. And that doesn't give me any pleasure. I don't want him to do that. I want him to come to the light. And he's got time. Yeah, he's 45. But, luckily for him, genetically, he's in good shape. He looks very young for a 45-year-old. He has a chance. But he continues to blow it. And he lives in his little bedsit. And that's cool, man. I've lived in multi-million-pound houses, but I've also been homeless in B&Bs. That's the difference. So I appreciate every level between that. But Tyan is he's a failed boxer. And that doesn't mean that I don't admire I admire all professional boxers. He's got no punch power though. He's got, 2 KOs in 25 fights? He can't punch. I've watched him live, by the way. I have watched him fight live. He has some skill. But, and he wanted to be like Prince Nazim. Well, that's cool, man. Prince Nazim was a governor. He had speed. He had power. He had accuracy. Okay? And he entertained and made money. I mean, he's a midget. He's fat. But, you can't diss the prince, man. I mean, all right, show me, let me see a camera so I can tell you what I think about the prince. The prince was a legend. And as I said, I used to watch him fight and then go to the club, get high, and get some pum-pum. Where I stand is this. Tyan, please, man. You're 45, okay? You are not making any money, right? You've got no friends. You're disloyal. Change your life around. Find the light, man. Find the beauty. Find something in life. It can't be perfect. Of course, be cynical. Why wouldn't you be cynical in this sick world? Of course, be cynical. But, try and build something, man. Try and maybe rebuild your relationship with your daughter. He said he had her when he was 17 because apparently he slipped and bust a nut in her mother. Regardless, I mean, she's living. She's a human being. But imagine being rejected by your own daughter, right? And meanwhile, she's there with a nice white boyfriend, and well done for her getting a nice white boyfriend, getting some BWC, yeah. Getting some BWC and enjoying life, and good on her. I wish her the best. Meanwhile, Tan's got a 5.5-inch Corey, which is not that big. I have an 8-inch Corey. Well, I used to have a Corey status of 8. As I told you, it shrunk a bit, but it's still bigger than Tyan's. And don't hang out with bums like Triple Venables. What are they going to do to you? These idiots. These demented people with no future, with no education, with nothing to say. Walking the streets of Sheffield whilst being ignored by pretty white girls. Why? Because you're creepy. Tiny ain't a bad-looking guy, to be honest with you. Even though he's brown, he's not a bad-looking guy. And like I said, he looks great for his age. No homo. But, he's creepy. He gets rejected by women. He claims he's had other women. I can't believe that, man. Maybe they're brasses, or maybe they were crackheads like the one he had on his channel, because, I can't imagine any girl. I used to get a lot of pum-pum. And I know what it's like to chirps up girls properly and give them a little bit of moves. You know what I'm saying? Make them feel good. Get them enjoy. Tyan doesn't do that. He's just creepy and they reject him. So, what should he do? He should rebuild himself. He should listen to my video. He should take my advice on board. He should realise that there's a better life out there for him. Oh, yeah. His daughter ain't speaking to him. His mother ain't speaking to him. His dad's brown bread. He has no friends. Kell Brook has rejected him, even though they had some kind of, Batman affair together. And, why would you do that, man? I mean, it's sick. One time I was in Miami, right? I had a Cuban driver. And I was talking to him, and he was driving me to the airport. And I said to him, and he started talking about, hey, I had your countryman Lennox Lewis in my cab. And I was like, oh, that's super. I said, I like Lennox. I've hung out with him actually a few times in the club. But I said to him, Lennox, he buy. He buy. I mean, he's got kids, but he also said to men. This Cuban guy said there, goes, he was quiet for a minute, and then he goes, you know what, Chubby? I don't believe this bi-curious bias. So if you, if you smoke another man's pole, you're a Batman. And I agree with him. So try and, seek redemption. Seek redemption. Seek forgiveness. Don't smoke any poles. All right? I couldn't hang out with him because he's disloyal. He's untrustworthy. He's a scumbag. He's a loner. And there's nothing wrong with being a loner because it's a difficult word, but if you're a loner but you constantly stitch people up who are your friends and who vouch for you. I've done videos on him. I defended him many times on the old channel too, about Nonskate, about Coogan, Ramin and Nathan when he lost his channel. But he's so ungrateful. He will still slate me. And I don't mind. My heart is good. My heart is open. Tyan. PM me. Apologize. Have a laugh. Say, I will stop being a scumbag. And I will come to the light. Peace in the Middle East.